I'm on 4 separate phones, so I just need to get a little bit of time to set stuff up, and then we'll be ready to go. Go full on live stream for everyone here. Just a little tricky, kind of getting everything all at once, you know what I mean? Here. Add. Alright. Done. Done. Alright. And guess not much else besides go live here on TikTok. Okay, cool. And we are live. Once again, welcome everybody to another another live stream here from Aquadream. My goodness, almost stepped back and crushed something. Alright, so got another live stream here for you guys. Hope you guys are ready for another fantastic evening of some more Aquadream greatness here. We talk about a lot about our products and more of our products, right? So let's get this going here. Actually, I forgot to turn on the cameras here. These cameras are actually sitting on top of a little tripod. They're actually designed to follow me around. Therefore, I don't need to do any camera work, right? At least that's the idea. We'll see how it plays out, though. Gotta jump back a little bit here, right? We can move a little bit this way. Checking the camera work, making sure everything's lining up properly. It looks so. Okay. So yeah, we're ready. We're up and running. We're live. We're ready to go. Alright, so if anyone's in the chat talking, I will not be able to read chat today because we cannot get the screen to work, and I can't face the front-facing camera. Okay, never mind. Let's just get right into it. Okay. So first of all, we'll start off with talking about how about one of our wave makers right here, right? This is one of our more popular items. Wow, way over here. Hopefully this kind of helps so you guys can see a little better here. This wave maker has 3 different models that we can check out here. There are a lot of great options and a lot of great features that come along with our wave makers here. More specifically, I should say there's a lot of different options you can run with when it comes to running a wave maker, right? A lot of different reasons why, and a lot of different reasons that can make things better for your aquarium setup, right? So let's get into it. So one of the first things you can talk about, obviously, when it comes to a wave maker, why things are, so much better when you're in your aquarium when it comes to water health and water quality and the health of your fish. It's because a wave maker creates a current. The great thing about a current being created in a wave maker is that it allows it so that you can have a constant flow of water happening within your aquarium. So why is that important? Because what that does, one, creates a situation where the water temperature within your aquarium evens out a little bit more, right? When you have a little bit more motion happening within the water, it creates that current to go around through the entirety of the tank, therefore evening out the in-kind temperature, right? Because obviously all of our aquariums, as you can see right here, they do come with lights. We don't have them installed on these right now because they're more just for display. But all of our aquariums do come with a light. And one of the important things about light is that a byproduct of all forms of light is heat. And so if you have light fixtures on your aquarium, they can be looking at a very specific location constantly, right? So what could happen then is that since your light is constantly hitting one specific part of the tank when it comes to the water, that area of the water will be warmer than the other areas of your tank. What can happen what's the bad part about that? Well, sometimes your fish might not like the extra heated temperature or make the area of the tank feel colder for your fish. What does that happen then? It makes it so there's less usable area for your animals. And so less usable area for your animals means they're not going to be moving as much, not going to be enjoying their experience because, obviously the idea of getting an aquarium is to be able to provide a nice, healthy, happy living experience for all your animals in there. And if that's not going to be possible, well then it kind of gets in the way of, enjoying the aquarium, right? Obviously. So, important thing then is this: if you have a wave maker, creates that current within your tank, make sure that the water is flowing around consistently throughout the entirety of the tank, evening out the water temperature, improving the viable space for your animals to enjoy in as well. And so that's one thing. It's a really big thing that's one thing that's a huge benefit when it comes to having a wave maker, is that it will even out that water temperature, making it so your fish will have a much more cozy living experience, right? super important there. Another big benefit of having a wave maker. Again, all these kind of wave makers you can find within our TikTok shop. You can also find it online at Aquadream USA. You can find us there as well. But for this wave maker, it is going to be available on our TikTok shop. Linked down below if you guys want to check that out. More power to you. But of course, then if you do pick up anything else, if you do pick up anything, if you can leave a message, let them know that Kevin sent you. So, just let them know that, hey, we're out here doing the live streams with people seeing what we do here. And I do like to read all the comments and try to reply to most of them as well. But yeah, so I guess also I kind of mentioned is that if you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure you tap like. Helps us out a ton. If you guys want to keep up to date whenever we have any more promotions or any more live streams or deals or new products or anything like that, best thing to do is give us a follow here on Aquadream. That way you can keep up to date with all the stuff that's happening when it comes to Aquadream and what we're going to be promoting, what we're going to be selling, okay, deals and stuff like that. We got a bunch of flash deals set up for the rest of this month on TikTok for the TikTok shop, guys. So if you want to know when those deals go live, make sure you tap follow. We'll be making a bunch of content about that on the channel here. So make sure you give us a follow. Make sure you give us a like as well, so the algorithm gods know that we're doing something positive here, right? Obviously. So back onto the pitch for the wave makers, right? Why do you need a wave maker? Why does every major aquarium need a wave maker, right? Well, another great benefit of the wave maker is that since like I mentioned earlier, it creates that current. What's the benefit of that current though? Besides just evening out the water temperature, another benefit of that current is that it gives your fish something to swim against, right? And we all know there are fish out there just love swimming upstream. This wave maker could definitely simulate that kind of experience for a lot of your animals out there. So if your fish are being active, swimming around, living their best lives, helps them live a healthier life as well. Very similar to humans, right? We always try to be a little more active, try to get up, move around, and do a little bit more, right, physical activity. You stay healthier, right? You're living a better, healthier life. Same idea, but for your animals, right? Obviously. So that's why when it comes to a wave maker, it adds to the benefits of the life of your fish because they get some more exercise, a chance to swim against something. Because if that water's just stagnant, not really moving around within an aquarium, well, then it's just you're gonna be late. Hey, I hate to say you're gonna have lazy fish. I don't think you guys want that, do you? No, of course not. That'd be the last thing you want, right? Is a unhealthy, inactive fish, right? So having a current going through your aquarium will be super beneficial when it comes to these wave makers, right? Being able to have that nice current flow through the aquarium gives your fish something to swim against, keeps them healthy, keeps them active. Another benefit of having a wave maker. What's another benefit, you ask? Well, I'm glad that you asked, chat. What is another benefit of having a wave maker within your aquarium besides evening out the water temperature, besides having your animals live a healthier life? Well, the other thing actually kind of ties into the animal health, but not directly, but more a passive bonus of water health, is of healthier fish, and that's the water health. Because you have that current moving around within your aquarium, things like leftover food or kind of algae buildup or things like that, any kind of leftover buildup stuff that can happen if you kind of leave a tank unattended for a long time or like have long periods between cleaning, that you can have things build up, right? You can have algae buildups, leftover food sent around, animal waste, stuff like that. No one wants to see that around, right? Obviously. Therefore, having a wave maker creates that current within the tank, making it so things build up less, right? There's no like dark corners where like all the buildup starts happening or stuff like that. Helps it, so it just kind of evens out a little bit when it comes to like any kind of waste or any kind of buildup or anything like that. Actually making it so that you have to maintain your tank less because you have that current happening, things moving around and all that good stuff, right? Make it so there's less chance for buildup and more chance to just enjoy your aquarium. Benefit number, what is that? That's 3 now when it comes to having a wave maker. So, I mean, like, quite beneficial right there, right? Let's go into another benefit right here when it comes to having a wave maker, because we talked about a lot of great things when it comes to this. Another great benefit is having the ability to break surface tension. Surface tension is a very important thing when it comes to owning an aquarium and can be very much a problem if left unattended. So what am I saying here? So basically, if you guys, just so we're all on the same page, water surface tension is that tension that builds up with the molecules that bind with each other right at the surface of the water, right? Where the air meets the water, there's that little layer that happens right there. What that happens, if that layer does not get disturbed much and it's rather stagnant, what could happen is that that tension of the molecules kind of just sitting together, kind of doing this thing, right? That what could happen if they're left unattended and just kind of sitting there, gas or any kind of things like nitrites or CO2 or anything like that can build up within the water of your aquarium. Obviously, no one wants to have that happen. Struggling to escape. So what you need to do to help out when it comes to that gas exchange of negative types of gases we don't want in our water escaping out of the tank and having things like good gases like oxygen enter in to the aquarium for the water, a great thing is to have a wave maker on hand. Because if you angle it just slightly upwards like that, at least it will shoot up towards the surface of the water, breaking that surface tension, giving you that constant flow that you would need to have a nice consistent gas exchange happening for your aquarium. Again, helping out with the water health from having just a simple little wave maker, right? And that would be massively beneficial to make sure all your animals and your fish are living healthy lives, not having any kind of toxic type of environments, right? Like I said, also that since it has less chance of buildup of things happening within your aquarium, therefore having a wave maker helps kind of delay that inevitable process of having to maintain your tank, right? So, just a lot of different types of benefits there. So those are just all like the different type of health benefits. When it comes to this wave maker in particular right here, really important things, that has 6 different flow modes for it. So you can change how you want the flow or the current to actually happen within the tank. It's not just one consistent flow. That's one mode, yes. But there are multiple different types of modes you can select to have it work out however you please, right? If you want to kind of simulate like a kind of like just underneath the waves, kind of along a kind of coastline kind of vibe with some kind of sloshing happening with like, periodic spins happening, you can do that with this. You can program it that way. Also comes with 9 frequency conversions as well. It's self-cleaning. It has a feed mode as well, so your fish don't have to struggle to eat any kind of food products. It also has a night mode, so in case you want to let your fish get a chance to catch some Z's, and not to always worry about constantly swimming against the current, you can also set it to a night mode as well. So you have options to have different types of settings on your wave maker, therefore making it so you don't have to really worry too much about setting up, turning it off, or anything like that. A lot of great settings right here for a wave maker. And so, I mean, that's probably my whole spiel when it comes to wave makers, right? Trying to stretch it out a little bit for the content side of things. We got a pretty good sized live stream going on today, so I need to make sure I can kind of cover the whole time with content, discussion, things like that. And but yeah, we can also take a look at the inside of the box here. This one does not have the wave maker in here, but comes with the different segments, as you can see right here. Power cable, power adapter right there. Let me grab the wave maker that we have kind of sitting out right here so you get a chance to see it IRL, so you know what we're talking about here. Wave makers. We be talking about wave makers. Yeah, so the way you can see right here how it kind of looks like in person, right? You can kind of see that basically you have like these rubber little footies here that go up against the glass of your tank right here. And what also comes with it is a bit of like a magnetic puck that kind of sits on the opposite side of the aquarium as well, making it so then you can kind of place this however you want within your aquarium, so you can just have that ultimate types of customization, right? So it would just kind of sit like right here, doing its thing. You put that magnetic puck right on the opposite side of that glass, right? You can kind of angle it however you like right here. So get a little example right there, seeing what it looks like in action, somewhat, right? We also have, it comes with a controller here as well when it comes to the aquarium, the wave maker here. Here you can change the different types of, you can change the mode, you can change the speed, and you can also link to other wave makers as well. twisting this knob right here will change the intensity of it. We have 3 different models when it comes to these aquariums. So we have one model that's is called the LBS 20. That's a 20-watt wave maker right here, and it can do up to 1,590 gallons per hour. Up to, I should say, by the way, because like I said, you can change the knob right here. If you have it at full blast, like over here, like yeah, you'll be getting that kind of speed. But you can also kind of just tone it down wherever fits best for you, right? So maybe you just need like 1,000 gallons per hour for GHP. You can totally do that. We also have a 30-watt version of these wave makers right here. That one can do 2,380 gallons per hour. Like I said, max output. And then we also have a 50-watt wave maker here that can do 4,760 gallons per hour when it comes to the true power of a wave maker. So you know that they ain't messing around. Got some high quality good stuff here for you guys that will be very beneficial for you. You know, that's one of the many benefits when it comes to having a wave maker for you guys right here. If you want to check that out, get a little closer look right there. And it is very safe. I had someone in the chat yesterday talk about like, oh, how safe is it when you have fish in your tank, right? Because you can see like right here how like the grate in the front of it, right, and also maybe a little bit on the sides. You can see like if you had a really small fish or a really small species within your tank, they might get caught up in that. But I'd say that's extremely unlikely. For example, in our live tank that we have in one of the office rooms here, we've had one of these wave makers just kind of running 24/7, just always going. And we have a lot of different types of small fish. We have like a royal grandma, and we also have a clownfish, a couple clownfish in there as well. Not very big fish, right? Definitely something that could like fit within that entrance of a wave maker. But we have had 0 issues with the animals. You know, they'll get curious. They'll kind of swim up next to it and kind of see what's going on. Even in a little peck out a little algae growth or something like that. That's about as close as they ever will get. Because pretty much if any fish is small enough to get stuck within this, the blade power is so strong that it probably just blows them right away because they're not prepared to swim against such a strong current like that. So I would say don't be too stressed out if you're worried about your friendly little aquarium friends getting hit by something like this. It's pretty well built where you don't have to worry about anything like that. I mean, could it happen? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe if you turn it off, fish can't climb up in it. Turn it back on by accident, or it goes on by automatically or something like that. I could see something like that happen, so it's definitely something to take in consideration. But if you just have it running like 24/7, nothing really to worry about there. So wave makers, awesome stuff. A great find. You can find it on our TikTok shop here, guys. If you guys want to check it out, we have, like I said, we have the 3 different versions all on our TikTok shop. If you guys want to check it out, and if you have any questions, feel free to send us a DM when it comes to these products here, so you can get the chance to know more about them. I can go into more research with it for you as well when it comes to knowing everything. What kind of tank would fit you best when it comes to all 3 of our different models of these wave makers right here. But yeah, it's awesome stuff. This looks great. Let's get into. I guess before we jump into the next thing, I just want to say, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to give us a follow. Lets us know so you get a chance to stay updated whenever we go live next time, or if we have any deals or promotions or new products or anything like that. We'll definitely let you guys know here on the platform of choice, because we're streaming on multiple platforms. We're on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram right now. And I was going to say, yeah, if you give us a follow, let you know next time we do go live. Yeah, you're doing sales or promotions or anything like that, especially on the TikTok shop. I have some sales planned for you guys here. Some nice little coupons, some nice little discounts for you guys out there. We definitely will let you guys know when those discounts go live on our TikTok page. So you make sure to give us a follow. And if you're also enjoying the stream, I always want to know more about what we do here, make sure you give us a like, just so the algorithm gods know that we're out here doing something. Especially at our level, every like really does go a long way. So really do appreciate everyone's support out here tonight. And I appreciate everyone coming by the live stream, hanging out, chatting, doing your thing. There's a million different things you can do online, and the fact you want to come by here and hang out, greatly appreciate. So thank you all so much for your time today. Let's see, what time is it right now? 7:01. Well, I mean, at least that was a good way to burn 30 minutes talking about wave makers, right? Let's get into the next topic here. How about we can talk about our aquariums, right? We got these huge things sitting right next to me. What is this all about, right? What about this? Well, what about this? What's up with this thing right here? Well, this is our reef aquarium model. We have two different types of models when it comes to our aquariums. We have our reef style right here, and we also have our just standard aquarium style right here as well. But keep in mind that they all come in various different sizes and also different colors. So I guess the big thing, if you're curious about an aquarium, big thing is just kind of know, like, do you want a reef style like this, or do you want just standard aquarium? And on top of that, let me back it up a little bit. There are three things you need to know if there's any kind of aquarium you want to pick up from us. There are three main things you need to know. What type? Reef aquarium, regular aquarium. Do you want, and then after that, what size do you want it? I believe this one might be pushing close to 400 gallons. No, this one's probably more like 300, 275, 300, something like that on this one. This one right here is more like a 200, 268, if I remember correctly. I can't remember exactly the number of it. It was already kind of built when I got here. I've only been here for like a month, so trying to still learn everything as quickly as possible here. But so yeah, you learn what type you want. Aquarium, do you want a reef aquarium? And then after that, you learn about what kind of size you want. That also kind of determines what kind of price point you want, right? Because obviously the bigger the tank, the more it's going to cost. But if you're looking for, I had some people in the chat, was it the other day? I think it's Anon, right? He has up in DMs earlier today as well. Messaged us about saying, what kind of like 250 gallon tanks do we have? I'm like, oh, well, we got a couple for you. The main thing is just kind of know, just take a look and see what we got, you know? So say if you want to get like a 100 gallon tank or something like that, right? And then at that point you figure out, okay, what color do I want it to be, right? For these regular aquariums, we have so many different variations of colors. Honestly, I could spend an entire live stream just reading them off, actually. So it really just kind of comes, so for like, just kind of comes down to, you want reef or do you want just a regular aquarium? What size do you want it? And what color do you want it? Other than that, they all kind of function just about the same and offer about the same amount of features when it comes to each one of our aquariums. There might be a little differences between builds, especially between reef and regular aquarium here. But for the most part, they're going to be pretty similar when it comes to functionality and build. Keep in mind also, with each one of our aquariums, they are an all-in-one system, meaning that when you take the plunge, pun intended there, when it comes to getting in one of our aquariums, that everything that you need to get up and running day one for your aquarium all comes in with your singular purchase. What do I mean by that? So you get your tempered glass tank up here, right? We'll get more into that tempered glass a little bit later. You get your cabinet down here as well. Within that cabinet has a built-in sump filtration system down below right here. So what's the benefit of the sump? Well, obviously the sump is meant to kind of clean up everything for you. But all of our aquariums come with a built-in sump filtration system. It's even nailed down to the bottom of this one as well. Each one of our aquariums not only come with the whole cabinet, tank, sump, everything like that, comes with all the products you need for that. Meaning you get a protein skimmer, you get a water pump, you get some filter media as well. Of course, it does come with all the piping and tubing that you need to have a successfully running aquarium for you guys out there. And then there's another thing I can talk about. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head right now. So you got this sump filtration system, high quality good stuff right there. Multi-stage. Each aquarium will have, depending on the size of the aquarium, right, will have to be different size of the sump itself. Sometimes it's just like a 2-stage sump for like a smaller thing, like a 100 gallon or like a 50 gallon tank. It'd be like a smaller one, make it just 2 stages. Of course, the larger that you get, the more stages that you have for your sump. For example, this one right here, if I remember correctly, this had 4-stage, if I remember correctly. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 4 different stages of filtration within this aquarium, which is about 250 gallons right here. And so you can set it up however you like, though, obviously. You gotta make sure you guys like customization, the ability to just set it up however you like. But like I said, it comes with a protein skimmer, water pump. It comes with some filter media as well. So you get up and running there, so you can get that water nice and filtered. And then on top, but that's kind of like all the function, and also that's about all the functionality there. Like I said, each one of our aquariums, reef aquarium or regular aquarium, both come with the sump, all come with the protein skimmers and water pumps and everything that you need to get up and running day one. Basically, when you pick up an aquarium from Aquadream, the only thing you really need to worry about is the assembly and aquascaping. Other than that, we got you covered with pretty much everything else here. And also keep in mind that with our aquariums, we stepped it up a little bit, right? Some brands like to cut corners when it comes to the glass, like they use acrylic or something like that. Nothing really that desirable, right? Because you want like a nice high quality glass, really, just because like that's the main way you're going to be able to observe the aquarium, right? It gets overlooked, right? Everyone's so focused on like the sumps and like the amount of water you can hold and things like that. But honestly, don't sleep on the glass. That's one of the most important things. It's kind of similar like with office setups, right? People are always so concerned about like having a strong PC, having a really good desk and things like that. But a lot of people underestimate the value of a really good chair. Because if you're an office worker, you spend a lot of time in the chair, and having a really nice chair goes a long way, especially if you're using it every day. Similar kind of idea when it comes to, say, our aquariums. When it comes to the tempered glass right here. Like, yes, tempered glass is a little more expensive when it comes to styles of glass for tanks, but it comes with a lot more benefits for durability and clarity. I believe we have it statted on our website right now that it has about 91.5% light transmittance, meaning 91.5% of the photons are going to go through the glass, hit you in the eye, and you'll be looking at it, go like, wow, it's such a beautiful looking aquarium. Glad I made that decision. And you'll be like, yeah, it was a great decision, obviously, because you picked up something from Aquadream here. I'd say like the width of this aquarium is probably about the same width as like your fingers, like when it comes to the glass, like right there. So it's nice, strong, sturdy glass. And it is like I said, it's a tempered glass that we get from Taiwan. It also has a technology of a German silica mixed in with it, meaning it gives it that's just that extra layer of protection, making sure that everything with your tank lasts longer than you would hope, or lasts longer than any kind of cheaper kind of brands, right? I see a lot of people out there with like, oh yeah, well I got this tank for this kind of price, right? Like, yeah, that's great for you, but with our tank right here, it's gonna last a lot longer because we have nice high quality metal, we have a nice quality glass, the build quality is good as well. Everything you need comes with the aquarium, making it super easy for you when it comes to building your aquarium, building your setup, right? So, within, especially when it comes to, I really like just like the style of this reef aquarium because it's all just rimless. All you have is just glass at the top part right here. So it's just, that's all it is. It's minimalistic. Nothing really gets in the way. Just letting you and the fish and your little aquascaped world living its best life right there. All our location online suggests that it should last you about 20 years when it comes to the glass itself right here, because it's resistant against any kind of erosion, scratches, fingerprints, daily use. Like, you know, it's resistant against kids. That's the big thing. You know, kids would, if you have kids, they would really have to try to mess up some tempered glass right here because it's like really strong, sturdy stuff. And also, like I said, like it's really resistant against scratching, which is super important because, you know, over time with aquariums, right? Not even that much time, really. You know, like algae growth that kind of builds up on the glass, right? You need to scrape that stuff off, right? And that's where like something like a brush will come in. We'll get into that a little bit later here. Something like a brush like this goes a long way when it comes to cleaning up the glass of your tank. There's also, you know, like little scrapers that like have like a nice little long wand you kind of scrape against. The thing with that though is that they're sharp, highly abrasive, right? And so then if you're constantly, you know, over the years having to scrape up algae for maintenance of your aquarium, that eventually something's going to give, something's going to scratch, something's going to, it's not going to look nice over time. With something that's a little bit cheaper quality. That's why with the tempered glass here we go with, because it can withstand that daily usage, those scrapes, those bumps, those erosion, corrosive or erosive kind of features when it comes to, say, like having salt water or something like that. Which, by the way, I should mention, each one of our aquariums can either be salt water or fresh water as well. So just kind of good thing to keep in mind when it comes to understanding what kind of tank setup do you want to put for yourself here. But yeah, either one, salt or fresh water, all of it's tempered glass. All of them use premium aluminum right here, just to make sure that's nice high quality stuff. Again, it's erosion resistant because it's gonna be up against water all day long. So it needs to have some kind of protective benefits, right? And that's where the premium high quality aluminum resistant erosion and corrosion kicks in right there as well. So nice high quality stuff when it comes to the aquariums. So yeah, comes with your tank, comes with your cabinet. Within that cabinet comes the sump stage system. Within that, you get your protein skimmer, you get your water pump, you get your filter media as well. And then on top of that, oh, it's right, you forgot to mention one thing. You also get a light with all of our purchases. You get one light when it comes to every aquarium. Something like this right here. Just kind of laying down right here for some aesthetic value. These type of lights right here do come with our regular style aquarium right here. When it comes to, say, like the reef aquariums, right? Because the way these work is that they have like little suction cups that will kind of hold it in place like this, and then basically you put the suction cups down on the glass that's on the top rack of this type of aquarium. You guys can't see it from over here, but there's some glass that's on the top of this aquarium, and basically the suction cups, you kind of just place the light down like so, click, well, not really click, but more like a squish, if you will, which then puts the light fixture in place just from rubber suction on top of glass, and you get one of these depending on the size of the aquarium, right? But for something like this, when it comes to the reef aquariums, you get one of our LED lights, which are available on our TikTok shop if you're so curious. With these kind of lights, you can only really get them through purchase of an aquarium. But you probably could make it work for you if you have any questions. Just hit us up in DMs if you want just like one of these light rods. We could definitely hook you guys up with something like that. But with these come with a different style of light. They kind of look like little UFOs, like little classic UFOs, like little saucers. And basically what they do is that they have like two little screw pins that will kind of, you screw one pin right here, and then screw another one like right there. Kind of just holds it in place. And so you don't have to worry too much about having like a permanent fixture or anything. So you can also move the lights around exactly how you would like. So then you'll be able to customize the lighting situation, whatever fits best for you, right? I feel like I have a lightsaber right here. I'm just like, vroom, vroom. Luke. No, I won't do that. I'm sorry. That was cringe. My bad. Yeah, I'm a millennial. I can't help but cringe. That's kind of what I do best, For some reason, our little camera is not camera-ing. There we go. Should we move it a little bit there? Zoom. Zoom. Kind of also makes it, dude, I started playing Doom the Dark Ages last night. And I need a sword in that game. I need, like, how do you call it Dark Ages? You don't have a sword. You don't start with a sword. I'm sure it comes in later. But oh my god, do I need one in that game. That game is so much fun. But yeah. Yeah, a lot of different light systems. But yeah, also keep in mind with our lights when it comes to our aquariums, they're highly customizable as well. They come with a controller on there where you can set it up to where you can have different types of colors of lights. You can have it pretty much be whatever kind of spectrum of light color that you want. And then you can change it up when it comes to the functionality of it. If you want to have like a day-night cycle or something like that, that's also something you can do when it comes to our lighting systems here at Aquadream. You can also set it up to cycle through different types of lights, colors, and things like that. There's a lot of different types of modes and functionalities that you can program in with your lights. So then you can have like a day-night cycle. So then your fish can experience that natural circadian rhythm, if you will, when it comes to proper proper scheduling of life. I don't know. Proper sun schedule, rise, fall, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? So that's one thing that one of our light fixtures can absolutely give benefit to you and your animals out there as well. But yeah, these lights are great. They do a great job. Like I said, we have these kind of light rod kind of styles that come along with these types of aquariums. And then we have like a UFO saucer shaped kind of one that comes with our reef aquariums as well. So like, with just a recap so we're all on the same page, because I kind of spoke a little out of order. Each aquarium comes with a tank, cabinet, sump system, peripherals, as well as a protein skimmer, a water pump, filter media, and a light comes with each one of our aquariums. So you might be like, oh my gosh, that price is blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I get a lot of sticker shock whenever I'm showcasing the aquariums here on Aquadream. But the thing is that like people usually don't take into consideration that everything you need for an aquarium is taken into consideration, making it so like you don't have to worry. Literally, you don't have to worry about anything else. Just about setting up the aquarium. So all that's left is assembly and aquascaping, and that's all you need to worry about after that. So it's just kind of like that nice peace of mind, which is you can't really put a price on it, but it's really invaluable having that peace of mind. Just knowing that like yes, I'm gonna get this aquarium and everything I need for it to work comes with it. Therefore, I don't have to worry about getting extra stuff or it's like one of those. What's that? What's that one acronym for owning a boat? I think it's just called boat. Like, I think it's bet on another 1,000 or something like that, or something like that. It's like bet on another 1,000 or like beginning another 1,000. I can't remember exactly what the phrase is when it comes to that boat acronym, but that's kind of like a within the boating community kind of thing. It's like, yeah, you're gonna buy a boat, but you're probably also gonna have to spend like an extra $1,000 just to have it up and running the way you want it. And that's something you do not need to worry about when it comes to our Aquadream tanks. They come with everything you need, all in one, ready to go day one. So all you gotta do is go like, okay, I get to do the artistic stuff of aquascaping, and also some of the mechanical stuff of putting it together. We try to pre-assembly as much as possible, but like so it also comes with all the piping, all the tubing that you need for an aquarium. All come with one of our purchases for an aquarium. And like I say, you also get these cool lights as well. Don't you want to have like a cool like pseudo lightsaber? Imagine just like being able to grab this for like, put like some red tape on this right here. And you have like basically a double-sided lightsaber like Darth Maul style. And you can have your kids run around with it for Halloween or something. Probably not advised for your kids, but you can do that, right? Because you're like, yeah, I know what I'm doing with this. Kind of, right? Everyone, of course, will try to bang their lightsabers into your light, and that might not be the best situation. But I'm just saying, it's a possibility. It's a thing that could be done. Something that could happen. So, well, actually, I don't think you would need to put tape on. You probably could actually just color the light how you want, right? Because these are just, I shouldn't be looking directly into the light, but it's a RGB and V for ultraviolet light. So then it also provides that lighting source very needed for any kind of aquatic growth, say like plants or anything like that. They use ultraviolet light to be able to grow properly. The ultraviolet source does come from here as well, making it so you don't have to worry about like having to have proper sunlight on top of your aquarium. The light from your light source here will do all the work for you, so you don't have to worry about that either. They keep your aquarium nice and healthy, promoting healthy environments with healthy fish for healthy living, right? Absolutely. Making sure everything is up to snuff, up to par, and tip-top shape. Yep. And we can put this lighting source down in here. Because everyone in the chat's probably yelling at me like, Kevin, read the chat. But you know what? I'm not actually able to because our monitor wasn't working. Anyways, so if I'm not able to read the chat, guys, my apologies. I could actually probably just look. Actually, no, I could do is go on my phone here and do like a little bit of a scan through. See what you guys have to say. Come on, load up. There you go. I shouldn't have to do this, but you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know. Back again. What's up, Emerald? Ancient General. Sorry. Why did I just completely butcher your name there? Enchanted General. Thank you much for coming by. Who's using the camera? Oh no, it's a device that sits on. It has like a little camera within it, and it just kind of sits on it and it just rotates. So it's holding up the camera, and then it just kind of rotates the camera around. So there's no actual person doing anything here. What are the dimensions of the dimensions on the one next to the white big one? Are you talking about this one right here, this red one? Is that what you're talking about there, Pumpkin? This one is actually discontinued, but it kind of gives you the idea of similar type of things. I do believe we have like a red style aquariums that we do have as well. This is pre-recorded. He usually gets scared. Send it. What's up, man? Sorry, no, I just can't. I'm not able to read the chat right now because we're having some technical difficulties. I was like, well, I gotta go live anyways. I'm in the warehouse. Markiplier? Are you saying I sound like Markiplier right there or something? Hey, what do you do in the streams? We talk about Aquadream stuff. That's what we talk about. Oh, you keep coming to my FYP. I'm not, and not my face. Oh my gosh. How dare I do that? How could I just fall for that simple little trap right there? Brett coming back in with the garbanzo beans. Can I put my pet shark inside? I mean, it kind of depends on what size aquarium that you need. I think minimum size for like a pet shark. Like, are we talking like, because there's like small fish that are called sharks. Or are we talking like actual sharks, like a nurse shark or something like that, you know? Or like a dogfish. That's like an actual shark. Because in those, you need something at least like, I think about 300 gallons in size. But we're just talking about those little tiny fish that like people call sharks anyways. Thinking, you know, yeah, in this size tank, like I easily fit in that, yeah. Actually, what I probably could do is this right here. This is probably, I'll do this right here. First, we need to turn our camera back on. Turn it back on here. It's being a little finicky with me here. There we go. Turn that back on. Let's see here. If I do this, I'm not sure. Whoops. Okay, good to know. Now open up the TikToks. I'm gonna go here. Aquadream Merchant. There we go. Okay, cool. Now I can read the chat through this one right here. I had to cancel the Instagram live stream, but we're good. Are you guys able to build a 750-gallon aquarium? I believe that's, well, not 750. That's pretty. You might as well just get like a pool at that point, you know. But like, we are able to do a 600-gallon aquarium. That's the largest one that we offer. So hopefully that helps a little bit when it comes to what kind of size aquariums we have to offer here. But yeah, 600 is the highest that we go. We start at 40 is the smallest gallons size that we have, up to 600. Sapphire Gem, welcome back to the stream. Glad to see you here. Hope you're doing well. That's too small for my beta fish. You're saying the 600. You're like, oh, I just need that extra 100 gallons for my one beta fish. You go for like a minimalistic art style over here. Just a gigantic 700-gallon tank and just one little beta fish. I mean, that tank would be so large you probably could put like another male beta fish in there, and they probably would never see each other. But yeah. I appreciate everyone coming by to stream today. Hope everyone's doing well. It is Thursday, Thirsty Thursday. And hopefully you guys are thirsty for aquariums, right? Hopefully I can quench the thirst with adding that water into your aquariums. Maybe I should do like, you ever seen like that one guy on social media who's like super ripped? He's just super buff. And now all his videos are just like him like drinking out of a cup of water, spits it out, and he just goes like, go to the gym. Go to the gym. You know? Maybe I should do like that. Just like spit out water, but like, buy a fish tank. Get a fish tank. Stop giving yourself excuses. Buy a fish tank. Maybe I should just try that anyways and see what happens. There's only 9 people in here. Why? Well, it says 10 to me, but well, guys, I've only been here a month, right? We've only started live streaming consistently for like a month, so it takes time to build this kind of stuff up. But the fact that we have like the 10 people jumping in and saying hi is more than appreciated. Yeah, Enchanted, probably the reason why the chat's silent is because I wasn't really able to talk to chat for the first hour of the live stream effectively. So that's why I grabbed this phone. So I'm reading chat through the phone here, so we can keep up with you guys, see what we're talking about here. So why only 600, not bigger than that? Just wondering. Really, just because I think that's just the largest one we have. I mean, have you seen the price point of that one? I mean, you can buy a full-on like SUV for the price of that aquarium. I think that size of an aquarium goes for like, I want to say it was like $23,000, I think, if I remember correctly. So it's a pretty rare person out there. We have sold it before. There have been mad lads out there who have bought those previously. Do you custom make tanks? No, but we are able to accommodate, if that makes any sense. So say like if you just want the cabinet, or you want just the top, or you just want the tank, or just one of those, we can work that out with you as well. That might involve a little bit extra work when it comes to like just messaging, like sending DMs on on TikTok or TikTok Shop and things like that. But we can do that for you when it comes to like mixing and matching stuff. But when it comes to like building a specific like custom build aquarium, all of our aquariums already come pre-built, pre-made. We can probably do. We can. If there's anything specific that you're looking for, maybe like when it comes to like sump size, or like what kind of protein skimmer, water pumps, or something like that you need, we can definitely work with you on that one as well. No, I do want to see the price. Who's buying that? That's why we maxed out at 600. that's why Aquadream here maxed out at 600. Do you beat prices like 125 gallon all-in-one? Well, we do have 125 gallon all-in-one tanks. I'm not sure which price. We can probably do a little bit of price matching or working with you as well on that. Again, it kind of depends on, because each aquarium's different. Each aquarium has different kind of build specs and things like that. But I would say that we are open to price matching if you can find a similar type of tank on a different website or something like that. Usually when it comes to price matching, when it comes to products, it's really just in general when it comes to business. It's really like if you find the exact same product but cheaper somewhere else, then like businesses out there generally do price matching because it's like the exact same product. We sell our own products. And so you can't find them on like Amazon. You can find our products also like on our location online, Aquadream USA. You can find our TikTok shop. We have like a Shopify page as well and stuff like that. But I think we can. Yeah, if there's like something that you really like, then maybe it's like, oh, but there's a different tank out there that you like might be a little bit better price or something like that. We might be able to work something out with you there as well. Again, I think it's something a little bit more that requires a little bit more dialogue for that. So I'd say that we just send us a DM here on TikTok. It'll likely be me to reply to it. I'll pass the message on to the managers here, and then we'll see what goes from there. But if there's a specific type of build that you're looking at from us, like maybe we can offer something in the same price range or something that's a little different but just as good, or there's a lot of different variables to take in consideration. So yeah, so just send us a DM and be like, oh hey, I really like this tank right here specifically. The price is a little high. What do you say? And then we can work from there, kind of thing. But yeah, just don't be afraid to ask. Send us a DM. I'm here. It's my job to convey what social media is doing for us here. Can you guys build a .01 gallon? Enchanted, that might be a little tricky. I would like to see us try, though. Not even a 1 gallon tank. It's a .1 gallon tank. This is if it was it's a 0.5% the size of a 100 gallon tank, which would be our smallest one, would be 50. So this would be a 0.005% size comparison to our smallest tank that we offer. But yeah, no, we don't have any .01 gallon tanks. What size would that be? Would that just be like a soda can? Like a soda can size? 1 gallon tank is too huge. Now at that point, you just get like a gallon of water and just cut the top off and you're good to go. I mean, it would work, right? You guys make tanks or other things? We make a bunch of other stuff. You can walk over. Follow me over here. This great wall of product. We have all this great stuff here as well. A lot of different types of pumps. TikTok has been going crazy for these submersible pumps. You guys have been buying a ton of these, making me look real good online, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But yeah, we got to sell a lot of pumps. We have pumps here. We have really large pumps here for any kind of like external ponds or anything like that. We also have filters like this right here. We have like a sponge filter you can have on for your aquariums and all that good stuff here. These are super cheap. They're like $8 or something like that. We have different sizes too. I can show you right here. And you have a smaller variation right here as well. This is on our TikTok shop if you are so curious and want to check it out. It's a little bit, it's más chiquito right here compared to the size right here. On the larger one, you can kind of get a bit the size comparison difference there. What is your favorite meal? Good question. I mean, I am a sucker for a good chicken mole. I do like that. But I mean, you can't go wrong with Mexican food. Any kind of Mexican food is always good. A chicken mole is always really good. A really good pizza. I like a good pizza. It's gotta be a good one though. It can't be like I'll eat Papa Murphy's and Papa John's and maybe in some Domino's because they're like kind of junk food, kind of good, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of the same thing as like McDonald's, right? Like a McDonald's cheeseburger isn't like a good cheeseburger, but it's enjoyable to eat, and that's why people keep eating them. You know what I mean? Same kind of thing with like those pizzas, those fast food chain pizzas, where they're like, it's not good pizza, but you eat it and you enjoy it anyways. You know what I mean? It's a weird thing. It's like the right kind of bad. I'm watching you, bro. Who wouldn't though, right? Yeah, fair. Or dare I say, as a Aquadream salesman, dare I say, seafood is my favorite food. Would that make it a little masochistic? Man, I do love seafood though. A good salmon's always really good. I love scallops. Like if I get like a pasta dish with some scallops in it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's some good stuff right there. But yeah, like a well done, like a well crafted salmon's always a good one. Does that stuff come with it in like a bundle by itself? Or are you talking about like you're talking about like these filters right here? I think we do have a bundle on our shop. I can't remember exactly, or if I might be confusing that with our filter media bags right here. I do know we have like a pack of 6 of these for our TikTok shop. I know that's an option. Again, just check out the shop. You can see. Actually, I can pull it up right here. Can't see. I think it's just showing all the different pumps that we have in the shop right now. Yeah. That's okay. $5 off $25+ purchase. Oh my goodness. How's no one doing that yet? Come on. No. But you might need like, I mean, I think all of this for something like one of these like filters, right? They're kind of designed for like a smaller type of aquarium. You can always wash out the sponges right here. This is pretty easy to take apart and clean. So I wouldn't worry about too much about like having like a pack of these or anything like that. And they're so cheap. They're like $8, $10 or something like that for one of these, maybe even 12. That don't really have to worry about it too much when it comes to like needing a pack of them. You can always just kind of clean them out rather easily. Let's see what else we got here. One night I'm gonna get you to see slipping a bite. Answer that question. Okay, yeah. I guess while we're at it here, guys, so we're in between product talk. Since we got a little bit of a pause right here, I should mention that if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you give us a follow. Let you know next time we go live. Also keeps you up to date when it comes to any kind of products that we post online. So if we have a new product show up, or especially if any kind of deals come up. I do have some deals planned for the rest of this month and also into June when it comes to different sales that we're going on here on our TikTok shop. So if you guys want to catch those, make sure you give us a follow to know when those go live. I definitely will be making content here on our social page, talking about those promotions, talking about those deals, and everything in between. So the best way to keep up in the know is to give us a follow there. And if you guys are enjoying the stream, just like the other 1.5 thousand times people have, give us a like. Helps us out a ton. Every follow really does go a long way to help support the channel here. We're in that stage of growth right here where like literally every little bit really does go a long way and really does count. So I did see we had some follows earlier in the chat. We got a bunch of likes and stuff like that earlier today. So I really do appreciate you guys' support on the channel here. So thank you all so very much for your time and patience, and also likes, follows, all that good stuff. Where are you guys at? Fins for Grins. I like that name. We're based out of Kent, Washington. Big O's Reef. I see you there. Thanks for coming back to the live stream, man. We're based in Kent, Washington. It's about 30 minutes south of downtown Seattle. And for when it comes to like shipping or something like that, we do ship across the continental United States. So those glorious 48 states, all bounded together. Sorry, Alaska and I almost said Canada as a state. Oh God, I've been watching too much news. My apologies to my friends of Northern Alaska and Hawaii, but the rules are just a little different when it comes to shipping there. And our shipping is free for all of our products. Do have free shipping, and also on top of that, it's 3 to 7 business days when it comes to shipping. Oh my goodness, isn't that incredibly fast and very well placed and very, very well done and super convenient? You better believe it. You know that's true. 10-gallon fish, please. Block a boat trying to steal your business. We carry these tanks too. Oh, you do, Fins and Grins. You sell Aquadream aquariums? I don't believe that we sell another kind of place besides like eBay and Amazon. Unless you do some other things out there. We have a few of them. Oh, really? You should share with us on social. Send us a pic on Instagram or something like that. Tag us in it. I want to see. So I'm trying to say it was 10-gallon fish tank. Yeah, fins are good. Yeah, give us like just post a picture. Be like, look at us, Aquadream. What's up, fam? We're out here selling tanks. I'm like, heck yeah, brother. Hey, you never know if things have going well. Do you, Fins and Grins? Do you guys like have like your own like storefront and stuff like that as well? Is it all online, or do you guys like have a physical like brick and mortar store? Like, what's your guys' setup? I'm curious. Sit and chill, brother. We are a store, brick and mortar. Oh man, bringing back the classics. I love that. That I would say with aquariums that there's a brick and mortar experience for aquariums would be very beneficial, right? Because like when you get into like the 50, 100, 200, 300 gallon range, it gets to be a bit of an investment. So you actually want to be like, see the tank, in action, in person, and see like what it looks like, right? Because like obviously I can understand it can be a bit of a jump, right? Going like, okay, well it's online, it looks great. I guess I'll just buy it and hope for the best kind of thing. Be like, oh, the red didn't turn out well how I liked it or whatever, that kind of stuff. Not online. Yeah, dude, you should definitely next time you're next to an Aquadream aquarium, just like take a little selfie. Be like, yeah, bros, we here. What you do about it? How'd you guys find out about us? How'd you guys find out about Aquadream? I'm curious. Because I had a 50 reef in a shop as soon as I set up, it sold. Really? That's awesome. I mean, like, you put all the effort to set it up and then it gets sold right away. You're like, wow, did I even have to set it up? Aquashella in 2023. Oh, I've heard about that. People in the chat are like, you guys going to Aquashella? I'm like, I wish. I always enjoy cool trips. What's behind here, that red and white thing? This is what we call aquariums. That's what we in the business like to call them. It's an industry term called aquariums. Fish tanks for the casuals out there. I'm kidding, of course. They're correct. I kid. I joke. It's only a joke. Chill, bro. Chill, chat. Daddy, chill. All right. No, yeah, but these are different types of aquariums that we have. This one's actually a discontinued tank right here, but we had just kind of sitting around in the warehouse. I'm like, I need to balance out the shop. Let's put another aquarium in, Letty, welcome to the stream. Oh, awesome sauce. So I'm going to Aquashella this weekend in Dallas. Oh, dude, I'm jelly. I would love to be able to go to that. Like, that'd be such a cool thing to get a chance to like just be in with like other people within the industry and get a chance to like just talk fish stuff. That'd be our fish talk, if you will. Is that even a thing, really? Because you got like, usually when it comes to like on TikTok, when if there's like a niche that people really enjoy, they call it like a talk. So it's like there's like book talk, there's probably like political talk, right? There's gaming talk. What about fish talk? Huh? I got a free 20-gallon tank off Facebook Marketplace. So say what? You just get a free tank off Facebook? That's a steal, girl. That's awesome. Or Or what did you have to do to make it free? No, I'm just kidding. Yes, there's Fish Hook. I had 2 more this year in Jersey and in Los Angeles. Yeah, I think I remember looking at something about that. I wish I was able to. Wish we were able to go to something like that. Just a little far. Like the closest one is Los Angeles, and that's a solid travel time. And we wouldn't really have anything to show, because like just traveling down there would be expensive enough. Like imagine trying to ship this down to Los Angeles. Dang. I'm deep clean, trust. Gosh. Hey man, sometimes you come across some really good deals on the Facebook Marketplace or the TikTok shop for us in our case. But yeah. Letty, thank you much for liking the stream. Appreciate you, girl. Maybe next year. Hey, if we end up selling a bunch more tanks right here, start getting like a nice good rhythm when it comes to that, you might be able to make something like that work out. But you know, those are the dreams. Those are the goals. You gotta set goals. If you aim for the stars, if you don't quite reach them, you'll at least get to the moon. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. We just hit 2,000 likes on the stream. Thank you guys very much for the support. Appreciate you all. Do you guys sell filters? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have 2 different types of. Well, we have like filter media, right? This is cash right here. We do have filter media, right? You put that in your sump right there. We also have sponge filters right here as well. Yeah, this type right here. Again, pretty straightforward, pretty cheapy, easy to find, right? You can find it in our TikTok shop here. And we also have another filter, one that's like orange, that's yellow and blue, but I don't have it on me right now. And if I leave the shot, TikTok will be like, oh my God, it's a violation. Nothing's happening on screen. So next live stream, I'll definitely grab one of those. But yeah, we do have like another type of filter that we're actually really popular on our TikTok page for purchases. Research it's DB1105F, I believe is the SKU for it. If you want to check it out, keep an eye out for it. But yeah, if you see anything that's like bright yellow and blue and it looks like a filter, that's what I'm talking about. You can find it on our TikTok shop. But yeah, those are the 2 different types of filters that we have on our account here. Trying to think of other stuff. Other than that, another kind of filter stuff that we have is we have like protein skimmers. We have filter media as well. Bunch of water pumps. We have so many, actually a ton of different types of water pumps. Like pretty much everything you see over here are all just water pumps, pretty much for the most part. Besides like, you know, like filter. We got some air stones as well. We got a bunch of different types of these. What else? What else we got here? Got a bunch of other stuff. But yeah, I suggest if you are curious what we have here, Letty, just make sure to give us a follow. Check out our TikTok shop. Pretty much everything you need comes with it on there. But yeah, guys, I think it is getting close to time to wrap things up. I got a wife at home. She's desperately waiting for me. She's like, Kevin, when are you coming home from work? I'm like, the same time I always do. But she's like, but I want to know now. But appreciate everyone coming by, hanging out in the chat today. Hope you guys all had a great time. Sorry I was able to read the chat for the first half of the live stream. But this guy's cool, though. Trust me. We be sneaking into the warehouse every night. Dude lets me sleep there. I mean, it's well covered and it's heated. So wouldn't it be a bad place to crash, you know? Especially if like a zombie apocalypse happens or something. Yeah. You can board it up a little bit. Got plenty of space. Got electricity. It's heated. And it's spacious. Appreciate it, Sudden. Thank you very much. But guys, I think anyways, we're going to wrap up some of our streams here. let's start wrapping things up here on, I think this is our Facebook side of things. Wrap that up there. Also on our YouTube side of things. Wrap that up there as well.